So I'm making this video so that others can find a phone system, a cordless phone system with the headset jacks. It used to be that all Panasonic phones came with, or cordless ones came with these little headset jacks. So you could use either a wired headphone and such, so you could work easily. You could work hands-free, obviously. Ever about a couple of years ago, 2, 3 years ago, Panasonic stopped making them as standard on their phones, and they're actually quite hard to find now. There's only a handful of models that Panasonic makes that have the headset jacks, and if you look at other brands like VTech and other, there aren't that many that have headset jacks either. So I found it very hard. Did a lot of searching on the internet. I found websites with bad information. A lot of times they were pulling up just old models that you can't even get anymore. Amazon, they had tons of misleading information. In fact, Panasonic, the company itself, answered a question saying it did have a headset jack on one of the models. Turns out it doesn't. So I even went into the stores to verify. So again, this is not the only one, but this is a really good model. And one of the features of this that is ideal in an age where we're starting to, people are using hybrid work from home. It started with COVID, whatever, but these phones allow you to link up your cell phone through Bluetooth. So you have the choice of either linking up two cell phones, two different cell phones, two mobile phones to this, this whole unit. It'll call forward, or you can use one mobile phone and one Bluetooth connection to a wireless headset. A lot of people are under the impression that they could have two mobile phones and a headset, a Bluetooth headset. It doesn't work that way. They're disappointed, but it's either one or the other. Either you have two mobile phones or one mobile phone and one wireless headset. I chose to go with a wired one, and that's a whole other review because, believe it or not, those are not that easy to find for these Panasonic phones. I go into why I chose a wired version versus the Bluetooth, but that's a whole other thing. So, again, this is not an in-depth review, but I'll hit some of the highlights. I mentioned the Bluetooth. It's got a 1.8-inch viewing screen, which is helpful when you're at home screening calls. It's got call blocking. You can block up to 250 numbers. It's got a phone book that's transferable across different, the different handsets. You can put up to 3,000 numbers in there. One really cool thing about these handsets, they act as, if they're near the base unit during a power outage, they will act as a battery backup, so that you can still use the phone and you don't lose your messages and so forth. As far as talk time, it's a 12 hours talk time or 8 days standby. What else? I use the belt clip. I have it on there all the time. It's actually, you can see, it's very slim and low profile, but I use it because I walk around. I've even exercised, but I'll throw it in my pocket. This clip's on the outside. It's quite handy. And even when I want to use it without the headset, it doesn't get in my way. And obviously you can mount this as well. This phone is really, really good for either the hard of hearing or, if it happens to be the elderly. Not every elderly person's hard of hearing, but being hard of hearing is not exclusive to the elderly, I should say. But this phone is super loud. I have to have it on the lowest volume setting generally. Otherwise, it's just too loud, and I can't take it. So if you know of anybody that's hard of hearing or needs a phone that this goes all the way, not to mention that it has a button right here that can control the volume. It's got some other cool features. You can use this as a baby monitor at night. So when you have a phone, you can set this. This is a little light up here. You can have it so when the phone rings, this will light up. You can have it so when somebody leaves a message, it'll blink twice, whatever. Or you can choose to turn that off. One cool thing is you could, because it keeps the timer, you can program this for night mode, whereby you set a certain time, let's say 10 p.m. every night. It'll shut off on its own, or not shut off the whole phone, but turn off the ringer, turn off the lights. It's called silent mode. You can use this as a key. There's an optional keyring thing that you can buy for this. A whole bunch of little nifty features, but in short, most important thing is it's very clear. Noise reduction. It does have noise reduction. People have said that it is useful. I mean, you yourself as a user won't notice it, but the people who are hearing you on the other end will appreciate it. So again, I just wanted you guys to be able to find at least one unit, a solid unit that works with a headset jack. And if you found this all helpful, please do give it a thumbs up so that others can find it too. If you want to see that other future video, look for it. I do the review on the headset that I bought. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.